Hello and welcome back to XCOM 2. Today we take a break from the campaign and dive into the Tactical Legacy Pack. The new expansion that came out, free to owners of the War of the Chosen. And it's free for another couple of months or something, so if you want to grab yourself War of the Chosen, if you don't have it, now's a great time. Get some more free goodies. Let's dive in and take a look at all the stuff that comes with this. Legacy Operations. Skirmish. Play a customized tactical operation of your own design. An archive of operations recounting the stories of XCOM's history. Let's dive into this because this sounds interesting. Those two, not so much. The daily challenges, I did one once. Won't be doing that again. I don't want to customize tactical operations. I want to be surprised by things I encounter on the mission. So let's dive into this. Right, so we have here Blast from the Past. Brad is upset that he's lost the HQ to the aliens, forced to live on the street. You can see he's looking a bit rough down here. However, he's found a pirate map and some friends, so he's going looking for treasure, I think is the gist of this plot here. Let's dive in. Story? Nightmare? We'll just go in on story mode. I don't particularly care about this, to be quite honest. I want a campaign, not little side things.
Alright people, story time. This was almost 20 years ago, so my memory might be a little hazy. With XCOM gone and no sign of any survivors from HQ, I had somehow fallen in with a couple of other misfits the aliens hadn't managed to kill yet. We mostly kept our heads down and scavenged what we could. Until one day we found a map. A map claiming to point towards a human sanctuary. A gathering place for those of us still out there. We were suspicious, of course, but we didn't really have much else to lose. 5 minutes in either direction and we would have never met. But for whatever reason, my little group seemed to get along pretty well. We weren't much more than wandering vagabonds at that point, but the map gave us a purpose. Something to work towards. That meant moving through occupied territory, though. So this was sure to be a test of our resolve.
Alright, so we got a scoring system. Go off and kill the freaks as fast as possible and stop your soldiers getting shot. Doesn't really suit my playstyle. The running headlong into the aliens does, but keeping people safe, I don't think so. Brad is looking to lead the way. We've got the nice old school looking gun icons here. Let's push Breaders up. We see nothing, it's just Overwatch here this first turn.
My eyes are peeled.
Are they Breaders? Let's come around here with Bao Jing. Sniper. Peacock, okay.
In position.
Who got Rusty? Rusty Rutherford. Let's bring you up, fella.
Rolling.
Take cover behind Bradford.
Affirmative, covering now.
And the Sparrow.
Bien.
Sophia Rojas.
Explorando.
Right. The models look very nice, the gun models especially.
Surviving on whatever I could, wherever I could. Truth be told, I had just about given up on everyone by then. Our so-called leaders had already told the world the fight was over, and I was in no position to convince anyone otherwise.
Right, so it sounds like Breaders has been living on roadkill. Good on him.
Posición confirmada.
Let's push up here.
En guardia.
And
Closing on target position now.
Rusty, move you up as well.
Moving to Overwatch. I don't remember all the details, especially how I made it out of the base back then. I woke up in a smoking pile of rubble and crawled as far as I could. Beyond that, it was a lot of dark, bitter days in between.
Got it covered.
Heading there now. Come get some.
I hope there's going to be aliens on this map, because we're a bit dull at the moment. Listen to Breaders ramble on about things. Come on, Breaders. What do you got to say this time? Sectoids. I wish we got the little enemy unknown sectoids. They would have been nice editing. Breaders going wild. Gun looks very good. Right, a pudding beast and a sectoid. Oh, still the big flappy jowls. Rusty, what do you got for us, son?
I got nothing.
Pew pew. It's right, we're gonna blow a hole in the side of the building, go in on the sectoid and things. Come on. Who's this, the sparrow? Oh, that looked good, but she's gone wide. Straight through the pudding. Commander Pigeon comes in to oversee the mission.
We had hoped we could scavenge a few supplies. Maybe find something to eat at the diner. Unfortunately, the aliens didn't give us a whole lot of time to look around.
We had like 3 turns moving up here, Breaders. Tons of time to move around. Right, so we've hacked through an A. I get used to them not having any hit points. It's quite weird. See, where's your 30 hit points and several points of armor, mate? You haven't come prepared for battle. These aliens early on were sissies. How Bradford lost to them, we'll never know.
Target down.
Oh, we'll keep the Overwatch going.
Cargada y lista. Ven y verás.
Alright, early bird bonus indeed. I never really played with the challenge mode or anything. They were just not something I'm interested in. I want a big storied campaign. Not a 1-minute skirmish against the aliens for no real reason. Right, Chappie on the roof. We're just gonna, oh, he's come down. He's going to grenade him off. But we can still chuck some grenades, blow some things up, have some laughs here.
What it was like back then, before Advent became the front. There were plenty of aliens, but a lot less barking. Stranger still is how quickly people forgot what the real faces of the war looked like. You wouldn't think the novelty of alien invaders would ever wear off.
Right, get up there, mow him down. Come on.
Blanco inutilizado.
Ah, amazing. Open the door, Breaders. Find me some more freaks. Come on. Right, nothing inside.
Heading out.
Storm about.
Scanning.
Oh, the peacock. You've got these sniper rifle. Do you want to try and get you on the roof somewhere? Dash up here.
Already there.
In the early days, the faceless weren't even disguised half the time. And there were all kinds of silly-ass rumors about shape-shifting animals, vehicles, all kinds of things. That made
Transformers
harder to come by among strangers.
Did they introduce Transformers with this? I've got no idea of what they've actually introduced into the game. But shape-shifting vehicles.
Ready to go.
Yes, please.
Voy a la ubicación designada. Empieza la fiesta.
Oh, and the peacock. Let's bring you. Eventually, when I come to this side, but I don't want to peek out there first with you. Just come to here.
On Overwatch.
Now stick you out in this little corner here. Get some good sight that way. Oh, Bradders has seen something. More sectoids roaming about. That's an awesome looking gun model.
Good.
Right, crazy old snake coming in.
We had to make do with whatever weapons we could scrounge up. We didn't know a whole lot about the alien tech back then. I figured if we actually found anything XCOM built, at least I could count on it being pointed at the aliens first.
Ah, indeed, Bradford. It is very weird going back to one hit kills the aliens. Beta Strike and Delta Strike and things really make the game a bit more interesting than you see an alien and then you walk up and shoot it and the alien forces no more.
Confirmed.
Pop. Well done, buddy.
Got him.
Well, Bradford, did you get yourself some breakfast?
But now the aliens knew we were up to something.
Remember, X marks the spot, Bradders.
Our first stop yielded a few decent upgrades, but nothing that was gonna set the world on fire. and there was only so much we could take with us. We had to travel light if we were going to keep up this pace.
Right, Skulljack, Proximity Mine, Battle Scanner, Mimic Beacon. Or some basic PCSs. I think we'll take this. We'll play with the toys as we go along. Middle progress, okay. So not even enough for a bronze, is that what I'm reading? Or do we have to do all the missions? Who knows? It's a confusing system getting scored for this.
We had no idea who made the map in the first place. But if there really was some kind of hidden sanctuary out there, I wanted to see it for myself. The map was steering us right through town, but we figured maybe we'd creep through the cemetery instead to keep things quiet. I tried to take a few notes just in case we forged a new path. If history was going to be written by the victors, then I at least wanted to have something ready just in case we finally got our act together. We were all a little suspicious, but we managed to pick up another recruit near the cemetery. As risky as it was, we needed all the help we could get, and I wasn't worried about splitting the gear another way. Once we got close, the aliens were all over us pretty quick. What we found was difficult to face.
Alright, so another chappie joins the team. Oh, Bradford's got himself a Bladestorm, that'll be fantastic. So those notes at the beginning, were they Bradford's notes? I love his art style. Right, let's hang it on the Overwatch. Who's this? This is the Peacock Sniper. Let's bring you here. Hang about. Oh, Rusty, up you come. Front lines for you, chappie. Cover Bradford.
On Overwatch.
Veronica Reyes. Newcomer. Let's bring you up. I hope you transform into a faceless or something at the end of this. What a crazy zombie. Oh, well done, Rusty.
Target eliminated.
Downed him. Once again, a focus on zombies. Not really a fan, to be quite honest. Shotgun them. I thought she said she had a shotgun, but she's got the mega heavy gun. Sophia Rojas. Come out, stay out of the open, just shoot the freak. Right, off we go.
In the 2 years or so since we lost the base, I hadn't heard so much as a peep about XCOM, much less run into any familiar faces. Most people never knew we existed in the first place, so there wasn't a whole lot of point in asking around. Confirmed. I'm on it.
Let's come up inside here. Can we see some more freaks in here? So these are all the enemy unknown and enemy within maps.
Afirmativo, en camino. Poniéndome en guardia.
Come get some.
Quite nice seeing them back again.
Confirmed.
Although some of the maps were friggin' horrible things that you'd rather not go back to.
I'd seen a few zombies during the early days of the invasion, but not like this. Not up close. They were human once, but we didn't have any choice. The last place you want to run into a bunch of psychic aliens is a cemetery full of fresh graves.
Is it Bradis? Well, Bradis with the Bladestorm should go on the front lines here. Just come up, cut the snake, and then you can just mow through these three here. All the faith in the world in Bradford. Right. Sniping girl. Put him down. Oh, you gotta tell us what happened to all the meld that used to be about Bradford. What happened to that as a strategic resource to push you through the missions rather than just a generic timer? Oh, you've missed him.
Adjusting sights.
Hot garbage from Rusty there. Reyes, forward you come. Are you gonna have sight from there? No.
Me muevo a la posición.
Drop down. Punch the freak. Love it.
Baja confirmada.
Bradford, you're not going to get a chance to shoot the snake here if you're not careful. 40%. Team not good enough to put it down. Give him a cutting, Breaders. Nice.
Kill confirmed. I'm not sure I ever really believed in the prospect of finding survivors, and the weapons my team were after weren't going to do much on their own. Notice how I said team? That's when I started to realize what the actual payoff here was.
You what, Breaders? I wasn't listening to his story then. Something about being a team.
Come get some.
I just gotta tune him out to get used to not listening to the voiceovers. Then suddenly they're saying something new and you got no idea what's going on. Oh, forward we go. Oh, my sniper, he's gonna hang out here? I think so. Let's have a long watch. Oh, I could hear the puddings. Looks like I have a bit of a hunchback this one.
In a long time. Most people were respectful of the surviving war veterans that were still out here. Some might even offer us a friendly smile. Still, I ran into plenty of people who couldn't do anything but blame us. Soldiers, politicians, doctors. We had all failed someone in one way or another.
Right, you activated them. I was hoping we were going to have a surprising ambush here. Not quite. Oh, Bradford, a terrible shot. Rusty, though, being on target. What are you going to do about this, Bradford? Alright, my girl here. I think we need to grenade him there, try and hit this faceless, bring him down, so Brad's going to blade storm him. Take out the wall and hit the pudding without killing Bradford. The answer I think is going to be a no, so we'll just blow that stuff up. What a crazy statue of a man trying to ride a lion. Don't ride it side saddle, mate. That's for ladies. You go over the top of it. Ah, bring Rojas up. Shot inside on the pudding. No, that one there. We need him taken down so we can just blade storm them. Well done. Brad is going to finish him off. And sniper girl. Oh, you can hit the zombie if you're good. Be good. Bad girl. I think the easy difficulty might have been a bit casual here. Chop. Oh, left him alive. Breaders are going to get tickled. You're costing me points here, Breaders, unless you can backflip. What do you reckon? Backflip?
I might need some help.
Ah, punched. We lose score now. What an embarrassment. What's this fella doing? We're over here, mate. Surely you can't slap from like 3 tiles. Oh, you can.
There's a little woozy here.
Oh, Breaders. Don't you do it, Bread. Breaders has collapsed unconscious with 1 health. Tough it up, Bradford, mate.
We had spent a fair amount of time together, but my new friends didn't know much about my background. To them, I was just an ex-military survivor, another broken-down veteran. As time went on, I think they started to piece it together on their own, and I didn't mind keeping them guessing.
Oh, Rusty, he's letting the team down.
On reserves.
Right, oh, into your turn, mate.
Muerto.
At least Brad is still holding his gun up there. You've left him alive as well, haven't you? Well, they regenerated more health than I could deal damage. Backflip.
Creo que me han dado.
I wonder if they realised that cost me valuable score points here. Seems like something my team would do just to spite me.
About all the people I know for sure didn't make it out of HQ. Assuming the aliens haven't tried to clear it out, that mountain is the final resting place for a lot of good people. I had always hoped to go back there one day and put up a marker, or something at least.
Rusty, mate, you would have fun on my current campaign. You're right in form for it. Let's reload you. What's this thing? Proximity mine. All these weird things you never bother playing with. Right, are we going? Oh, I was hanging out for the turn. Overwatch. Right, let's bring everyone up. Come forward, reload.
Moving. Oh yeah.
En marcha. En guardia. Afirmativo. Cubriendo.
Right, we'll have the Overwatch and push up next turn. Got it, Rusty. Forward we go.
Yo me encargo.
Right, nothing going on once more.
Affirmative, covering now.
The demon.
Afirmativo. Cubriendo.
I've got movement here.
Right, Mr. Rusty, forward we come.
Move into position.
Right, snake, sectoid, zombie. What do you reckon, team? Can you handle this one? Just blow out the corner of the building, I think, and then just start laying into them.
Fire in all!
Well done, sniping girl. Does it give you a shot on the snake? Well, you've got one, Reyes. You've also got the what? The proximity mine. I care not for that. I think we chuck that on the ground and it goes off as they walk close. You can tell how often I pay attention to these things. Let's go fire up there. Blammo.
Good riddance.
Indeed. Keep storming forward. Right, the sectoid. What do we got?
Help! Help! Someone help!
Oh, calm it down, Rusty, mate. Oh, a brave charge. I'll let you away with it then, fella. Right, the sniper's got a spear grenade. Let's run up. Chuck it here, and hopefully those two can put him down. Ah! Ah! Right. Plan B. We've got an aid protocol and a heal. We've got no revive for breaders, which is quite disappointing.
Me muevo a la posición.
Let's have the Overwatch.
Ven y verás.
Oh, Peacock, let's bring you behind the cover.
Designated coordinates.
Reyes, we got no cover removal or anything. Come forward in the half cover. Does this go off if they're standing in the area and have a turn, or does it just go off, should they move? I think he's probably going to move, try and flank Peacock there. Just chuck it up there. Hope he runs that way or something. Oh, he did. The team let me down, though. Well, we baited him into a near-perfect trap. Keep losing score. At this rate, Captain Bredders is never going to find his treasure. Alright. Mow him down. Is that this map complete? Or is there more to this graveyard?
The cemetery was rough, but my new recruits pulled together pretty well.
Ah, well done, chaps.
We had gotten used to salvaging gear by that point. We'd picked through just about everything left on the alien bodies.
Oh, we'll take some bullets. Things last time, bullets this time. Right. Mag rifles, okay. AP rounds, okay. Very nice. Oh, we're not going to get the bronze at this rate.
The map was driving us towards what looked to be some kind of freight yard. But first we had to cut across the edge of town near a local dive bar.
Oh, I love this map.
Being genuinely excited at the prospect of finding a nice, stiff drink. Unfortunately, the arrival of Advent had ushered in a new era of restrictions and bans, which meant pretty much anything that you might consider fun was outlawed. Still, there was a chance I might find something good out there in the boonies. Things were quiet when we showed up, but it looked like we had just missed the action, with all the hallmarks of an Advent sweep gone south. In those days, they were rounding up stragglers pretty aggressively, and it didn't take much to provoke a fight. We never did find out who it was, but odds are they were either convinced to move to a city center or dumped in a mass grave somewhere.
Oh man, this map here. The big old building in the middle, fantastic. Meld up on the rooftop, the thin men patrolling about. Those were the days. What do we got? Officers? Troopers? Bit more of a fearsome enemy lineup this time. Blow the car. Try and expose the officer. We've got a skulljack on someone, don't we? Specialist down there. I think she's out of the firing line. Let's grenade this fella. Go, Bredders. Try and be a bit more certain. Once again, grenade the enemy and he dies. I'm totally not used to that. Alright, the sniper. 70% shot on this fella. Do we want to stay out of the open? Go for it. You'll be fine. No one's ever been killed standing in the open.
Taken care of.
Right, down to him. Rusty, my man. Let's bring you here and grenade this fella. Yeah, just blow him up. Not gonna mess around. Blammo! The demon. Can we get up? That's a flank from there. Making sure we can see past this bus stop and put him down. Lovely, lovely. How good do these weapons look? Right, we'll have the overwatch from here. We've got civilians to rescue. Is it going to be our first encounter with the surprise faceless? Oh, the robots. Oh, Willie Lee. Down he goes.
By now, we were starting to work pretty well together, and my little team had already racked up a respectable kill count by the time we moved in on the bar. That was the only explanation I could come up with, because it didn't take long for a whole lot of aliens to close on our position.
We got a whole lot of aliens. I cannot wait. Let's push forward with Rojas here. Oh, the peacock. I'm going to bring you forward. I'd like to get you some high ground somewhere, but it does not look like it's going to happen apart from this roof here. Which we could, I suppose, try and get to. Let's dash you forward. Stand in the open then. See if I care if you don't want cover.
What's over there?
Rusty, forward you come. Overwatch from here.
Come get some.
And the demon up you come. Yeah, indeed. Follow Bredders. Nice to get some suppression on the team. Declan, have they added some new names? Be nice if they added a whole bunch of new names, like a few thousand more
There were
names.
still some independent businesses out there trying to survive the occupation back then. In a few areas, things almost seemed normal, but Advent wasn't having it. Constantly changing restrictions on unauthorized food sources made it almost impossible not to move to the new city centers.
Right, Bradders, what do you do from here? We're going to come up and cut something? Probably not the purifier. Trooper or robot? Let's assume the other guys can get the robot down. Cut this fella. Nicely done. Is that a new sword model for the laser sword? 97%. You've got the AP rounds as well, don't you, sniper? Crashed him. That was pretty casual. Let's bring this chap up. Oh, the demon can actually blow up the purifier, I think. Can you get him down in one? Indeed. Left him alive, an amateur mistake. Right, push up, explode him. Well, you hope to explode them. I don't know why they've got a 50-50 explosion chance by default. Luckily, he's gone up. Everyone has a laugh at the fella. And me, Chappie here. Let's bring you up as well for the rest of the team. It is. It's a pudding. Gross. Want to have a chat about it, Bradford? Oh, down goes Adam. Looks like they've started rolling out their priest units. Come on then. Oh, ridiculous indeed, mate. Come on. Bradford will chop you. Don't you worry.
Finding a drink wasn't easy, but the good stuff was still floating around out there in the territories. All highly illegal, of course. If you couldn't trade for it, you could always try your luck in the abandoned cities. A lot of people disappeared chasing vices of the old world back then.
Right. Oh, we've left this team as well. That's okay. Should be able to handle it. We're just messing about here. Come on. In we go. There's no pressure on the team here. Right, big shot in there. Hopefully Berettas can get a hit on you. Nice. With the proximity mine. Alright, let's come forward. Let's actually fire one of these proximity mines. The pudding should want to run, so should the lancer. So if we chuck it here. Oh, push it. Yeah, just put it through. So about here.
Throw a grenade!
I don't know how many of these civilians we have to rescue, if any. Oh, it's up top there, in the usual spot. We need 6. Right, let's bring the Sparrow round, grab another civvy. Get him. Do an aid protocol on Bredders, probably. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the demon. You've got another proximity mine. We're going to walk up and try and huck that one as well. I think we shall. Let's get up here. Chuck this one, say, up here somewhere. That looks grand. And not having the heads-up display up here of soldiers active, it's a real change as well. Oh, another pudding beast. Come on. Love it. What do you reckon about that, Bradders? Oh, look at them taking out everything. Did we get the chap on the roof there? I hope so. I don't mind some civilian kills. Backflip.
Incoming over here!
Off he goes. He's up to the roof. I like it. Try and find that corpse in a minute. Oh, the puddings come this way, though. The team in real trouble. Duck, Rusty.
I'm looking ugly over here!
Oh, the faceless, yet to miss.
Watch the flanks, they're moving!
Usually they're fair useless, the faceless, but today they're out in force.
Advent was still in the early stages of establishing itself as the new global front. But we ran into some of their first troops that day outside the bar. I was pretty confident we'd come out on top, but even I was impressed by how well we handled these guys.
That's right. Nothing like getting on top of the faceless, is there, Bradford? Sick bastard. Right, the peacock. What are you going to do with you? Let's reload.
Reloaded.
Oh, you had a free reload. Sniper rifle. Can you get the guy in the back? You cannot. Drop this fella then.
Target down.
Where's me
Okay,
Rusty?
I'll go. Affirmative, covering now.
The demon. Can't we rescue this fella? Were you killed in the grand explosion here, were you? Looks like you might have been. And the Sparrow. Let's bring you forward as well.
Si tú lo dices,
Hopefully get some guns on the faceless up there. That's going to slap Bradford around.
a ello voy.
Come on. Forward you come, monster. Oh, Rusty, too.
Come on.
6 points from Reyes. Disastrous miss. A chop from Bradford, surely, as he passes. That's the way. Oh, Bradford. You clown.
On me.
It is on you. That was horrendous,
We
mate.
didn't have the slightest clue what these Advent goons were barking about back then. Not that it mattered. The more of them we took out, the more I started to see that with the right people, there was still a chance we could make a difference out here.
That sword looks amazing, mate. Some of these new models are going to be fantastic. Fine, come on. Oh, we're not done already, are we?
We left the bar sober but fully intact. I couldn't really complain about the outcome.
Fantastico. Let's continue here.
We were able to pull some usable armor vests and PCS components from the Advent units near the bar, but there was no sign of anything I recognized from XCOM.
I might go for the PCSs this time, get some advanced PCSs. Right, specialists will replace blue screen rounds with hazmat. Why wouldn't you have both? Why are you replacing your ammo with things? A strange system. Anyway, the story continues. And why doesn't Rusty appear here? Why do we have to tab across to him? Sunny Pathak joins the squad. Perhaps. Very weird system.
Past the bar on the outskirts of town was the freight yard. And according to the map, this was where the sanctuary was supposed to be. We found some old trail markers, symbols people called the hobo code back in the day. None of us actually knew what the signs meant, but we got the distinct impression we were being warned to steer clear. We had already come too far, and if the aliens had gotten to these people, we had to know for sure. The freight yard hadn't been in operation since the war started. With few exceptions, interstate commerce had all but ground to a halt by this point. I'm sure the old boxcars made for a tempting place to hide when the aliens rolled up on the town. Unfortunately, if anyone had survived, there was no sign of them when we showed up. I can't say we weren't disappointed. There was no sanctuary here, and if there ever was, the aliens had done their worst.
Alright, so the train yard, also a horrendous map, this one. I hated this one. Breaders, what are you gonna do with you? Let's bring you up. Seen the freaks it is. Ooh, Berserker and Mutons. Nice. Man, just a tiny amount of health from these things. What do you reckon, Bradford? Do you want to grenade him? We should probably shotgun him. I wonder if they have got the counter attack on. The Berserker once again standing flanked. Let's have Rojas fire this way. You gonna bring him into the team? Dead-eye shot. Bonus damage. Drop him. Just about. Right, Rusty, mate. We should probably try and take down this Muton here.
Catch!
Grenade over. Bradders can shotgun him. Yellow alert brings in more troopers from across the map. Hang on, tell you what, you come across here, rip into this fella. We'll make sure we can get this Muton down. Love it. Bradders can always go across and chop the other fella here.
I got it, right?
Right, down he goes. Bradders on the overwatch.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Of course you will, son. Let's move forward.
Maybe they thought they could get one of the trains running again to leave town. We were never sure. But what we found was nothing short of a massacre. The aliens had left no stone unturned. I had seen a lot of things I never expected back then. But this was something worse.
This building here, we could put the sniper up there, perhaps.
Heading there now.
Just come charge about the map.
Got it.
Get over here as well.
Allá voy. Moving out. Vamos, vamos.
Right, the team in position. Let's see what happens next. I'm not really a fan of these scripted story missions.
Our group had of finding a sanctuary here had all but disappeared. We were all knotted up, blinded by rage. We were hungry for a fight now. We wanted their whole damn army after us. And from what I remember, they were happy to oblige.
Doesn't add a lot to replayability. Let's bring Veronica Race up.
Si tú lo dices. Ven y verás.
Surely there must be something wanting to come in and attack us now.
I'm trusting you here. Scanning. Si tú lo dices. Poniéndome en guardia.
Alright, Central, up we come.
Come get some.
And who's this? Rusty.
I guess that'll be okay. I'm on it. Quiet. Did you hear something?
Lurking in this container here.
Of us to think we'd find some safe haven, some respite from the real world. We had all been out here long enough to know better, but even I had let my guard down a little bit just this once. Never again.
¿Qué hay ahí? Guardia. What's over there? Got it covered.
Don't want to go further forward alerting things. We'll just hang out here.
Ahí voy.
Should be able to bring Bradford here without looking past this container.
Overwatch confirmed.
Got it covered.
Long watch from up
Looks like
top.
they're moving.
Snake. Well done, Bradford. 7 from there is fantastic. Oh, far better than the sniper who's missed and embarrassed herself.
They're moving a flank.
Codex pudding. It's like a who's who of the aliens, isn't it?
Está muerto. Tiene que estarlo.
With them bringing back all these old maps here, I really wish they brought back some of the old aliens. I would like their floaters and things back. They were, I think, far more funny than the Archons.
It has to be dead.
Enemy is still up.
Right, the pudding goes to the roof for some reason.
I'd like
Looking
to
for the
think
high
that
ground
at a certain
advantage.
point, some alien commander or advent officer noticed our little path of destruction, and just for that one instant felt a sense of panic. The map had led us through bigger and better targets, and we had met every challenge.
Ready to go.
Right, pop them down. Reload everyone else and we'll push
Check it
forward
before you
again.
get too close.
Come on, reload, girl.
Sí.
Once again, buttons moving about on the taskbar, my absolute #1 hate.
Afirmativo. Cubriendo.
Open for business.
Let's rock. Come get some.
We've got you as well. Right, reload.
Afirmativo. Cubriendo.
During the invasion, the Elders kept a short leash on some of their wilder creations, but they weren't holding back anymore. We may have been the first humans to see some of these things up close. Made for a good test of our resolve. On Overwatch.
Te haré caso. Todo
Good at jumping
cubierto.
about there. Getting comfy.
I'll go. Affirmative. Covering now. Supongo que
And
está bien.
up we go.
Explorando.
Scanning.
Overwatch.
I don't remember who, but someone in the group joked that we should come up with a name for our little resistance cell. When I heard that, I knew they saw it too. We weren't taking orders from above. We were a squad now. I'm trusting
What name did you come up with, Bradford?
Come get some.
Did you go with something new and original, or did you just call yourselves XCOM like you were known?
Vale, voy.
Show us your creativity, Bradford.
Todo cubierto. Enseguida. I guess that'll be okay. On Overwatch. Scanning.
What was that?
Right, quick swig of the beverage. Something between the trains. Let's bring Bradford around here, try and spot him. It's a crazy run, Bradford. Make sure you look at the alien for me. Right. Archon sectoid pudding. Right, Breaders, can you get the Archon from there? You cannot. You can only get the sectoid. Well, do it. Right, my girl, back here. 62 with Deadeye. Let's not risk the Deadeye gamble. Take the regular one. Whammo! Straight through him. 6 points of damage. Rusty.
That's it.
Looks good, sounds good. I love the laser weapons. Around we come.
Vale, voy.
Well, he's gonna come flying straight at Breaders, so we can chuck the proximity mine up there.
Piña va.
Come on. Starman, can we get into sight of him? We can from here.
Say so.
Let's just fire the soul fire. We could lock him down, but
She melts away.
he's not that threatening. Why don't you have an explode, mate? Oh, he's getting worked up. Come forward.
Ay,
And thrash him. Go on, fella, your turn. Oh, he's not coming after Bradford. I thought they were coming in to do the slap, but he's going to have the shot, is he? Oh, the pinions. Pinions of doom. Right, sniper, you got him. Pop. Surely, love. Look to go straight through him and you missed.
come on.
Next. Rusty, always reliable. Whoop, down he goes at full speed.
Right?
Ah, we're done again. Really look forward to seeing some of these maps on the campaigns.
Out of the freight yard in fine shape. The squad was feeling good at this point. We pulled whatever we could off the aliens and scrounged up a few things from the freight yard before moving on.
Right, crazy exosuits. Yes, please. That was mission 4 of 7. Gonna be struggling to get a silver star for this.
The police station was the last major landmark on the edge of town. Map aside, we knew people had flocked to police stations, army barracks, any place they thought might protect them from the aliens. A lot of people made their last stands in those places, and I wasn't looking forward to walking in on a massacre. Still, we had to know for sure. As we got closer, it was clear the aliens had already set up inside the station. Between Advent and the usual suspects, the entire place was crawling with hostiles. Whoever tried to hole up inside had definitely put up a fight. There were still fresh plasma burns smoldering when we got there.
Alright, so we're gonna charge forward. The map's full of memories. Let's come forward with... Can't push up to these rocks here. Hang out at the front of the car. We don't want to throw in rockets with people standing right there, so it's Overwatch. Well, let's be a bit more aggressive. Let's come up and try and alert something.
I'm trusting you here.
Pod in the back.
Forces on the ground.
There we go. Robot 2 purifiers. Civilians, they're going to be in trouble. We're going to blow these fellas up as quick as possible. Not because we have to, but because it's funny.
¿Y tú lo dices?
Get in there.
Compruébalo antes de acercarte.
Once again, no guaranteed explosion on the purifiers. I think a terrible mistake by the developers. They should always explode, because they are immensely funny when they do. Come on. 68% shot. Yeah, get them. The team on fire. Hopefully soon the civilians will be as well. Up we go, Rojas. There we go, much better. That was worth it. Breaders, you can't rescue some people.
Do this.
Why it has to freeze the action when it's doing the math? Can't we just keep moving? Let's come all the way forward to here. We know there's a robot running about back there somewhere. Hopefully it's going to murder someone. Oh, pudding. Despicable. Bom, 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 bom. Come on, civilians. Up comes the robot. 3 points of armor. A hefty enemy. Very flat fire of the rocket there. Oh, we're wounded. Down goes the score, but up goes the fun. Come on. Alright, this pod's active as well. Brad has got a whole team here to take out. Shield bearer, pair of lancers. Come on. Is that officer inside part of this group, or is he separate? Must surely be a separate group.
When we got there, the police station was overrun with Advent troops. And they weren't taking any prisoners. Seeing what they had done to the station, knowing there had been people in there. If we were angry before, now we were motivated.
Is it a police station? I always thought this was like a museum or something. Police station. Right. Deadeye, 82%. Oh, downed him.
Target neutralized.
That away. Rusty. That guy up there should chuck the shield, so let's just come here, flank this Lancer.
Yes, that'll be okay.
You know, chain shot him at point blank range. And again, Beatty. Love it. Absolutely love it. You're gonna have to move. Come up and after the robot. Right, big shred on him. The Starman, come forward.
If you say so.
I do say so, in fact. There he is. Got the wrong targeting icons and things as well. The things you get used to with mods, making your life easier. What are we going to do? I might send Bradford chopping this fella here. I know you can't see through this wall to where the officer is. Run this map plenty. Well done, Bradders, but why don't you wear some armor, mate? It's not a fun night out at Big Joe's Rainbow Dance Club. Aid protocol. Oh, Bradford seeing the officers right there. Kaboom! Right, around comes the pod. Yeah, we know they're there, Bradford. Police. I don't know why I thought this was a museum or something. Oh, right, we've got a proper alien to deal with now. Oh, G. Mun didn't stand a chance.
The police were in no position to fight a war, much less an alien invasion. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them tried, but most of them didn't live long enough to do any real damage. The situation here was a little different, though. There were a lot of dead aliens piled up. More than usual, anyway.
Right. Grenades there. Well done, Bradders. McGirl, what do you got? 90% shot up there on this fella. Take it. Once again, the weird idea of taking aliens down before they get a shot at you is not how I want to play my XCOM, guys. Let's bring that up there.
Fire in all!
Grand shot, hit them all, take out the officer's cover. Oh, did that cover not go? Right, slightly more difficult to deal with than Reyes, charge forward. Fire the rocket trying to blow up this fella here now. No, we definitely can't take out this pillar. Right, the Starman. Let's bring you up.
You here.
51 to hit. Let's actually put him in stasis.
Mind.
Lock him down. Rojas, what do we got? Heal for you. Done. No red fog, so the heal not really doing all that much for us.
Poniéndome en guardia.
Overwatch in case the sector pod rolls forward.
As far as I could tell, someone had gotten trigger happy with a whole bunch of plasma grenades. Which side was responsible wasn't clear, but someone had torn this place up, and it looked like everyone involved paid the price.
Ah, well done, fella. It gives us eyes to the back. No sign of the sector pod. Let's come forward, get the rescue of this one.
Vale, voy.
Pudding?
Te tengo. Estás a salvo.
No pudding. Come on. Rescue this one.
Hey.
Pudding. No pudding. Come on. Why do we have to wait for them to animate and add up the score and stuff? Just get on with it. Up we go.
What's over there?
Rescue.
I gotcha. Go.
Should probably reload a bit here. Can we get this person through the wall?
Ya estás a salvo. Venga, vamos.
We can. Good. Let's get on the top. Well, no, we'll come inside.
Si tú lo dices.
Oh, you've seen it. Alerted the thing. What are you going to do about that now, Sophia? And we got the peacock. Let's bring the peacock over here. Chuck a grenade at it. Why do we have plasma weapons and everything when we haven't got them in the game as the campaign goes on? Round the back we'll have a flank shot on something. Shots on other things as well. Well done, brothers. Well done. Oh no. Bro. Come on.
We've got Advent here.
Right, so there was another pod up top. Priest, 2 troopers. Oh, Alexei.
Watch the flanks.
Well, there goes the cover. Alright, loading up the cannon, huh? That's fine. We can move away, deal with that. Couple of troopers active.
El fuego se acerca.
The reality of it was, these people had a choice. They could have kept running. They didn't have to stop here. Didn't have to make a stand. But for whatever reason, I guess they had finally had enough. They knew what was coming, and they stood and faced it down, right up until the end.
Right, Deadeye shot right in the backside of him. Was it a miss, girl? No, you hit him for heaps. He'll be dead in a minute. Who's this? The Sparrow. Let's come around and flank this trooper here. You'll be fine. No one's ever been killed by an Overwatch shot. 5. Terrible, darling. Come on. Pop.
Compruébalo antes de acercarte.
We'll come back to you in a minute. Central Rusty. You are in charge of downing the big fella. What do you reckon? 1. That's horrendous, matey. We'll bring the demon back across. Oh, the team not even scratching it. Starman,
Okay,
bring you around. Pop.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
It's dead. We're going after the pudding. After these troopers. Bradford, stay where you are. Just shotgun that freak in front of you. You might take a slapping. Put on some clothes, mate. The priest, I forgot the priest. He's got a mind control and things which could be nasty. Luckily though, we're just having the nap. That's fine.
They're all over me!
Right, down goes Marty Becker. Backflip.
I might need some help.
The faceless seem to hit far more than anything else. I think if you were doing this trying to keep your score up, you'd focus on the faceless and ignore everything else.
If a bunch of civilians were willing to stand up to Advent knowing they didn't have a chance in hell, what would history have said about us if we had turned and run away? None of us had any intention of leaving that place before the aliens paid for what they had done. Almost out of ammo!
Right, Rusty. Well done, mate.
Check it before you get too close.
The demon. In you. Come, flank this trooper.
Supongo que está bien. Le he dado, ¿no?
Right, charging through them comedy style. What are we going to do next? Is it just the priest left?
I guess that'll be okay. Reality is fleeting.
Let's give him some insanity.
We cleared the police station and moved on as quickly as we could. There was nothing left of this town to save anymore.
Right. Mission complete. I think we'll call it into the video here. I'll press on. I'll probably do the other missions straight after I've edited and uploaded this one. We'll complete the story and learn the history of XCOM. Probably throw that video up tomorrow, and then we will be back to doing the campaign, so long as I can excise this update and get all the mods running. So join me tomorrow. We'll find out what happens to Bradford and his ragtag team. I hope you join me for it. I've been Mr. Gruffle. This has been XCOM 2, the Tactical Legacy expansion pack thing.